Dude, so I was thinking this morning that there's like this entire side of life that exists, but not many people fucking know it. It's like you have that like negative side of life, negative view of life, and there's like this positive, unlimited view of self and life, right? And it really isn't until you step across to that higher side of life, I call it that upward spiral rather than the downward spiral, do you realize it even exists, for one. But you have to do a lot of self-work and self-reflection, you know, study on the world around us, like everything, to get to this place where you can actually step into it. So, in coming from the lower side of life, you have to actually fix so many problems about yourself and so many of your belief systems that you are literally looking down on people. And I'm saying in the way like you've just got like a top-down view of what's going on. Like you cannot see the picture whenever you're standing in the frame, okay? Is kind of where I'm really trying to head with this, because it ain't until you have done all the self-work can you actually see clear enough to help others through theirs, right? And you can just see somebody in the darkness or the depths of their despair and just be like, I know exactly what that is. I've been there, like, you know. But I don't even know, like if you get stuck in that side of life where it's a lower spiraling downward type of mentality, and it like cuts off where like possibility starts. Like you are just confined to the world, life, and existence that you live in. Financially, the job you're in, the emotions you have, everything is like pressing in on you from the outside, dictating your life. And you'll accept depression, you will accept anxiety, you will accept the low paying job, you'll accept the shitty boss, you will accept it, all of it, dude, in that negative side of life. And one reason people get stuck there is because we're all after power. At the end of the day, we're all after power and energy, dude. We need it. That's why we eat food. Without it, we deplete, we die. Literally, it's that fundamental and of an elementary of a view on this. It's that black and white. We have to have it. And some of us in that negative side have gotten to the point where even though the actions that we are taking do not bring the result that we would like, maybe, we have learned to exist in that place and derive our energy from it. From negative people, from negative circumstances, from drama. Like we're feeding in and getting energy from the negative side of life. And once that becomes a habitual habit, dude, like that's hard to break, man. Whenever you decide to step up out of that frequency and you kind of, dude, it's just like you have gotten your energy that way for so long. That's your sustenance. It's like cutting off a food source, dude. It's hard. I mean, the victim mentality exists in that downward spiral, that half side of life. But if you think about it, it really is just half of life. You're only experiencing half of life. So I mentioned that it's basically like your outside world is the one dictating terms about how you live versus the other flip side of life, and that would be you've given up your power. Your power is totally dependent on outside external sources to go right, or else your world can't go right. But when you realize that other flip side of life is that you are powerful, whatever you set your mind to, you can accomplish, right? Whatever you decide to focus on will expand in your mind, and like you can pick whatever that is, right? You can choose what type of man I'm gonna be, right? Or woman I'm gonna be. And be it, dude. And you start taking back your own power. And you start having these little, I would say, micro goals, character goals, these things to start working towards. Whenever you have a goal, it's like, I'm always saying you gotta have a goal, dude. Because if you have a goal that you're going towards, that goal will shine a spotlight on you and everything that is wrong with you. And you will know really fast exactly what's wrong with you, what's gonna get you there, and what the hell ain't. And you've got to shed that stuff that is not there, that will not get you there. So whenever you find out about this other side of life, this is, I say, the born again moment that religion talks about. I say this is the born again moment where you step over from victimhood to, boom, taking responsibility for your life. And you realize, wow, life can never be the same. When this happens, I don't know. I don't know if it happens for everybody. I don't know if it happens for a select few. I feel like it gets, that spiritual experience and that moment gets hijacked a lot of times, I feel like, by organized religion and other things too. My big moment was me running my life into the ground sufficiently, not listening to anybody around you. Yeah, I was like, screw you, dude. Like, I know better. And I ran my life into the ground with drugs and alcohol and just everything, dude. Partied for 20 years, dude. And just ran it into such a mess that I had to go to rehab, and it was just like, wow. Like, I need someone to tell me what to do. Everything that I do is wrong. Like, what the hell? And it started out simply like, dude, if you just start doing all the opposite of what you were doing, then by definition, you should get the other result. So let's start at least heading in that direction. And a lot of times you're not clear on what you want in life. Sometimes you see it, you don't know how to get it, but you can say, I can at least start heading in that direction. Sometimes it's just about heading in that direction and then starting to get clear after that. But basically, I seen the secret, dude, and it confirmed in me everything that I knew all along. It confirmed that voice that I'd been having that's been guiding me, that I would say no to, and I would listen to everybody else. It confirmed that that voice would get me to where I was going one day and that I could trust it. And that's what did it for me, man. It was like, dude, I know from, it was January 14th, 2014, dude, okay? It was that vital of a day because I knew my life was never gonna be the same, man. But it was the day where it was just like, boom, everything fucking clicked. It was like, I went through everything I went through to get here right now, dude. And it was like just a total boom. It's almost like an immersion, or like blast out of a cannon, like boom, spit out on the other side of a black hole. It's like that black hole, that negative side of life. There's this, what do they call it? The not the epicenter, but it's like the point of no return, or the, I don't know, whatever it is. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. For a black hole, there's, dang it, I just had it again. Oh well. It's like you get sucked through that and spit out on the other side, but it's like the Big Bang or something, you know? And like you step into this life of possibility in creating your life and really pulling things out of yourself, the things you want, getting clear, getting honest. And the thing is, that's half of life. If you're on the negative side, like, you haven't even experienced life in its fullest, bro, which is crazy. Like, there's this entire side of life that nobody even knows exists. And I see people making decisions based on the lower half of life all day long. Pretty much everybody you come across who's not striving towards something and doing what they want in life, creating, and are intentional about creating their lives, are on that negative side of life, dude. And they are making all of their decisions about their health, their fitness, their mentality, their mental and emotional state, their finances, everything, raising their kids from this state, dude. This just is insane. It's insane, dude. Really crazy shit. The thing is, there's this like side of life you don't even know of. And it ain't until you really, so like, and I'll give you one example emotionally. Like, if you're a victim to your circumstances, this is the downward spiral side. If you're a victim to your circumstances, then the depression and anxiety is the external world's fault. Okay? But if you realize that you are an unlimited, powerful being, right, that can do anything, and that your soul is dictating how you are to be living, then you realize anxiety and depression is actually that higher side of life telling your physiology, right, and your psychology and your biology, your body and your mind, you're off, dude. Like, you're skewed. You don't know it. You're living way below your potential. It's almost like your God conscious won't let you live at that low of a level without just physiological feedback of anxiety and depression and angst and remorse and all of that. But the thing is, you will never ever see that until you realize these true fundamentals of life, right? And you'll just continue to keep going to the doctor for a treatment rather than let's seek a cure, right? It's very important, man, because if you can start coming from life from that point of knowing who you are, your true identity. I heard one time, whenever you realize how God views you, your view of yourself changes. It changes everything. And I don't mean the man in the clouds. I'm just saying who you are in relationship with the universe. All right, we've got this power that exists inside of us, and it's in all things. We are connected with it. We are in a symbiotic relationship with it and to it. And that's what I'm really trying to say at that, with that saying. I don't want to get off into a man in the clouds and who God is. I'm just trying to say, at that fundamental level, if you realize how powerful you are, then your view of yourself changes, dude. How you go about things, the motives, all of it, dude. Everything changes, man. The way you process things in the world, the way you treat people, the way you interact with your kids, the standard you hold yourself to, it all just goes boom onto the reverse, upward ascension and possibility and expansion and I can do anything type of mentality. And this is the difference in people who are 40 years old and are overweight, out of shape, confined to just a mediocre existence, that feel themselves, life's kind of over at this point, versus that fucking 40 and 50-year-old dude that's just like getting started, baby. Dude, did you know, like, you see a lot of people, they might have like musicians, they'll have like one-time hits or something, or like even maybe people that invent things might just have like one or two inventions. They might spend their whole life on one invention. Like, dude, Benjamin Franklin had like, I want to say hundreds of inventions. He invented till he died, bro, because he was on that God frequency. He was on that expansion. He was tuned in, dude. And if this meant this invention, well, that means this. And like, there's a side of life that's just like this deterioration and death, right? Expansion, it's the contracting side of life versus that forever expanding, infinite wisdom, possibility. And I'm in line with that, and I'm an antenna for the universe, and I can tap into this shit. It's an awesome place to be, man. Like, there's this quote, and it said, the best day of a man's life, the two best days of a man's life are the day he was born and then the day that he figures out why. And dude, if you haven't had that be like, boom, like, whoa, I get that. I've been there. Like, dude, like I hope you find it one day. You will find it. I'll tell you how you find it. You're gonna have to stop letting the retards dictate policy in your life. Telling you, the retards who have checked out in life, who are living way below their potential, who don't see any possibility, the naysayers, you're gonna have to stop letting them dictate the policy that you guide your life by. You're gonna have to stop listening to them. You're gonna have to go on the inside and say, what do I truly want? I don't want this, I don't want that, and I didn't find what I want in life by going after what I want. I first had to start with getting everything out of my life I just knew that I didn't want to be there. It was a total process of elimination, bro. It was a total like, this motherfucker makes me feel like shit, regardless of him being my childhood friend. Boom, that's it. You know what? Fuck my boss. I don't like my boss. Fuck you, bro. I've worked there 10 years. Yeah, well, fucking eat shit, bro. And just totally like get down to the bottom of what you fucking want in life. Not what the retards tell you you need to have. Not what the retards tell you that, and make you feel like you have to handle yourself in a certain way. Bro, I'm telling you, if you start marching to the beat of your own drum, bro, if you start turning inside for the answers, dude, if you start going through these processes of being responsible for your energy and your state of energy and existing on a higher plane of energy, dude, you'll start and stop spending time on things that are energy draining, and you'll get the energy drainers out of your life, dude. You'll plug those leaks in your processes, dude. All right, but it's gonna come through getting honest with yourself, truly honest. Like, you know what? They say grandiosity is fucking crazy. Well, bro, you know what? I want to live in a fucking castle, bro. I want to live like a fucking king, dude. I want to live my best life. But let me tell you, the retards who have been dictating policy in your life, that'll make them feel uncomfortable. So they feel like they need to put their limitations on you, chop you down to size, because your accomplishments will shine like a spotlight on their missed opportunities, bro. They will feel like such a retard around you that the light will be too blinding. Because through this process, you'll have got in touch with who you are. And I'm telling you, dude, light is attractive, dude. It's magnetic, dude. It's like, and it's blinding, bro, especially to the dark. Darkness always flees from the light. It's a universal law. It just is. At that point, dude, you're gonna start vibing with different people. You're gonna start, old people are gonna start leaving your life. Once you get honest with yourself, I'm saying you can actually, it's gonna take some self-reflection. It's gonna take diving into the inside, and you will get in touch with your own power, dude. Because it's gonna lead you to research things. And if you research things and are after truth, you're gonna find it, dude. You're gonna find the source of your power, dude. And I'm telling you, man, you need to just get quiet somewhere. Go somewhere and get quiet for the next 5 years, dude. That's hard to do for people, okay? I was able to do it. People in prison have the opportunity to do it. They don't know they need to. But if you can just take a step out of society, even maybe an hour a day, or just like really stop engaging with society, maybe go through the motions of what you have to do, but just kind of always be in that self-reflective state. Be checking it with your conscience, checking it with your spirit, dude. Like checking these things out to make sure they're in balance and harmony with what you want and how you truly feel. And if they're not, dude, boom, cut it, dude. And once you have gotten everything out of your life that you do not want to be there, you will find yourself spending time on the things that you do hold value for, right? It's probably gonna be time with family. It's probably gonna be time, creating a family legacy, helping others. It's gonna be rooted and grounded in real life, good shit, dude. that's from your core. See, and the thing is, we were weak because we had strayed off of our path. But whenever you get down to your core, dude, and you are anchored in that, and you boiled it down to those 4 or 5 or 6 things that are important to you, and you start ticking those boxes daily, dude, you have power in your life, dude. It's some powerful shit, man.